Uh, this is a section what is a bit controversial. As everybody has their own pricing models, I can give you the idea how things are done, I believe, mostly. As every part of any project is done by someone or something, it means you have to calculate it. Is it the workers or cutters working time, material pricing? Every step must be calculated or you will lose money for yourself or for your company or for your client. When I'm making a price calculation, then firstly I'm looking the designing part. Do I need to do background check and do the designing, or is the design given me from the client? I have to look for the client's car. Is it a stock version or is there some extras what might complicate things? How much information client has given me in advance? How many hours it might take to implement it for designing, and how much for the file creation? Do I do it myself or do I outsource it? Secondly, I have to look for the material preparation. If I have client's pre-made design, then does it touch to points what means I have to use wrapping material? For example, does it goes to over curved parts? Do I have to print or only cut materials? Printing means material where print is applied and finally over laminated. This makes it pricier. Is there something special I have to take into account? Special material maybe? Is it possible to get in my needed timetable? Do I have to wait? Is it just one day job or is it a month full of job? If it's a 1 hour job, then I can calculate my workers' hourly rate. If it's a month-long job, then pricing is different, as I also have other clients to think about. They need my services also, and I cannot leave them unintended, as I want their accounts also after this big 1 month job. Extra workers maybe. Same principle with creating the stickers. Cutting takes time. Post-processing takes time. Even simplest transfer tape costs. I have to calculate it. With calculation, I would like to share a memory from my own starting times. I had calculated everything. Everything is okay, and we were doing things, and things are all good. I am starting to look that although I should be making money, I am actually losing it. Not all of it, but constantly and with many clients. So there was something wrong. When I started to look closely, I realized that I am calculating wrongly my material costs. I am calculating with the wholesalers' prices and it should be okay, but finally I got it. The prices were made with the square meters, but material is sold with running meter, and with that I lost money with every customer. I thought that I am simply buying 1 square meter of material, so I calculated with price of 1 square unit. But I was buying a material what is not 1 meter wide, but example 1.22 meters. This is an extra 22%. So I bought it, but I didn't calculate it to customers' project expenses. So with every meter I bought, I lost 22% simply for looking at the wrong price line at the price list. Also, you have to calculate for even smallest project a price for simplest transfer tape. So basically, I ended up paying almost 30% more with every meter material I processed. Okay, if it's a small job and you pay this 30% extra from your own pocket and you lose a 1 car small job with this price of let's say 100 euros or dollars, and you pay extra this 30%, what is 30 euros or $30. It's okay, you live with it, but if you have 100 cars next time, then you will lose 100 times this extra 30 euros or dollars. That means this 10,000 worth project, what makes you 3,000 worth of losses simply by not calculating material correctly. If it is a high-priced wrap material, what is 1.52 wide, that's 52% more expenses. And if it's printing even more, then you get the point. So pay attention. But back to pricing. Now you have calculated the project management, designing materials and production. But now you have to calculate also the cost of installing the stickers. This means you have to look how long is the taping time. An hour or a day, 1 man or 5 men. Everybody works their hours. Is your garage okay? Or maybe you have to rent a bigger one. What about washing? If it's just a logo on the door job, then you can let the client go through car wash themselves before coming to you. But if it's a large job, then you use your own partners who you know that make perfect washing result for you. Also, if your client has a please help me, I'm gonna lose my job if I don't get this done by tomorrow. Does it fit to your timetable? Working tools, from surface cleaner to applicators and knifeless tape, they're all costing money. If you have one car, then it's probably just 1-2 applicators per job. But if you have 100 cars, that means you need to buy a box of all of them. And this means extra maybe 500 euros or dollars. Finally comes the so-called company revenue. This actually is not what everybody thinks company revenue is. This is not a company owner's vacation to Maui fund. This is the everyday expenses without the company cannot work. Rent, salaries, taxes, electric bills, internet bills, your workers' lunch every day, and so on. These are the details you have to take under consideration when calculating a project. This vacation to Maui part is what comes as an extra to those mentioned earlier costs. This vacation on Maui part is what comes as an extra to all those I mentioned earlier. And this is the amount. What is your own calculation? I cannot help you with that.